Trigonometry. Trigonometry is the word derived from three Greek letters. Tri means three. Gonio means angle. Okay. Metron means measure. Okay. Trigonometry means simply trigonometry is useful to measure the angles. Three angle measure. It is the science of measure of an angle. Trigonometry is the science of measure of angle. The father of trigonometry is Hipparchus. Hipparchus first he found that the relation between the sides and angles of a triangle. It is the best chapter we can use it. When you know the sides, definitely you can find the angles. If you know the angles, definitely you can find the sides. Two angles and one side is given, then definitely we can find the remaining sides and remaining angle. Okay, so that's why when you are solving some geometry problems, whether it is in RMO or any competitive exams, observe the geometry problem. If you couldn't get, immediately in your mind you have to raise one point. What is that? If suppose using trigonometry, is it possible? Just you raise that point in your mind, definitely that one will get easily. Okay, most of the problems which you feel difficulty in geometry, with the help of trigonometry you can solve it. Okay, so it is the three-angled measure. Three-angled measure. The science of measure of an angle. It is the branch used to science of measure of angle. What is the meaning of science of? Science of means it is measuring scientifically. Okay, so here one word is there. What is it? Angles. How can we measure the angles? What is meant by angle? The amount of rotation of a ray from initial to final is called an angle. Otherwise, the union of two rays is called angle. The union of two rays with a common vertex. See, OA is one ray and OB is the another ray. Both rays having a common vertex O. So, the union of two rays is called angle. Observe here, I am giving you here P and here Q. What is the angle POQ and what is the angle AOQ? POB. The angle POB, is it angle POB, is it equal to angle AOQ? Equal or less than? Don't observe this length, because angle does not depend their rays, length of their rays. It does not, it is a wonderful property. What is it? Angle doesn't depends the length of the rays. The length of the rays. Both angles are equal, because angle is nothing but a amount of rotation between the rays. See, this is the initial ray. It rotates this much. So same, it is the rotation. This rotation is called angle. So here rotation is same. Here rotation is same. So that's why both angles are equal. So we can divide the angles by using sense. It divided into two types. One is a positive angle and another one is a negative angle. This movement of ray is in anti-clockwise. That angle is a positive angle. Means, observe your watch and observe here. The movement of ray is like this, but your clock is moves like this. It is a anti-clockwise. Anti-clock is nothing but a opposite direction of a clock hand rotation, hand movement. In a clock, the hand movement is like that, but it is its opposite. So that's why the movement of ray is in anti-clockwise, then that angle is called as a positive angle. This is the ray, no? The movement of ray is same as in the same direction of the movement of hand of a clock, then that is called clockwise. This you called as clockwise. This clockwise angle is denoted by negative angle. This angle is called negative angle. This is a positive angle. This is a negative angle. So this is based on movement. Based on movement. Okay. Most of the problems we discussed in positive angle only. Sometimes sometimes we used this also. So that's why this is necessary. If it is a clockwise sense, it is in a clockwise, that treated as a negative angle, and anti-clockwise, that treated as a positive angle. This is just a convention. అది ఎందుకు అలా చేశారు సార్, ఇది పాజిటివ్ తీసుకొని ఇది నెగిటివ్ తీసుకోవడానికి అనడానికి లేదు, కన్వెన్షన్. ఎందుకు సార్ రైట్ హ్యాండ్తో తినడం, లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్తో తినొచ్చు కదా అంటే దట్ ఈజ్ అ కన్వెన్షన్. ఓకే, నువ్వు లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్తోనైనా తిను, నీ ఇష్టం మరి. ఓకే, సో జస్ట్ ఫర్ కన్వెన్షన్, ఏది మనకు కన్వీనియంట్ ఉంటుందో అది. ఓకే, వన్ ఈజ్ పాజిటివ్ యాంగిల్, అనదర్ వన్ ఈజ్ నెగిటివ్ యాంగిల్. సో అండ్ హియర్ ఆల్సో ప్లేస్ an important role. Right angle triangles plays an important role in it. Right angle triangle plays an important role. Suppose you take a right angle triangle, then what you observe? What are the observations in it? ABC, it is a right angle triangle, a right angle at B, a right angle at B. So you know that one best relation in a right angle triangle, hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. This you have known well. If suppose I am giving you the angles ratio, it is 45, no? If I am taking this is, it is 90 degrees, no? Then here you take 45 degrees, then 45 degrees. It is called right angled isosceles triangle. In a right angled isosceles triangle, your angles ratio. What is your angles ratio? Angles ratio is 45:45:90 is nothing but a 1:1:2 ratio. I'm taking ratio. Angles ratio is 1:1:2. Then you have known the sides ratio also. That sides ratio is 1:1:2. How did we get? Do you know? In fact, by using trigonometry only we are getting it. That we'll discuss in other class. Okay na? So angles ratio 1:1:2, then sides ratio is 1:1:2. Simple trigonometry, use it, then definitely you will get it. Okay, sin 45 opposite by hypotenuse. Observe here, it is suppose 1 unit. This is how many units? 1 unit only, no? Because both are equal, no? Then what is it? This is definitely, it is a right angle triangle, no? 1 square plus 1 square. 1 plus 1 square is 1, 1 plus 1 2, square is going that side, √2. So your hypotenuse is √2. So that's why 1:1:2. Okay, already you have known in lower classes only we'll discuss. In 7th class that results are there. That way this we can prove without help of trigonometry also. And again, if suppose your angles ratio, angles I am taking now 90 degrees, 30 degrees and 60 degrees. Because sum of the three angles in a triangle must be 180 now. If I am taking 30 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees, then what is the angles ratio? 30, 60, 90 is nothing but a 1:2:3. Your angles ratio is 1:2:3. Then your sides ratio is 1:√3:2. It is the one part, the side opposite to the 30 degrees. √3 parts, the side opposite to the 60 degrees. 2 units, 2 parts, the side opposite to the 90 degrees. Okay, just I am giving you one problem. Do it with the help of this concept. Just I am giving you one triangle ABC. Okay. Its angles ratio is 1:1:2, Nana. Its angles ratio is 1:1:2, and one of these sides is, one side is 15 centimeters, one side is 15 centimeters. Then find the other two sides. In fact, here this ratio also no need to write it, because one side is given 15, no? 1:1:2 is nothing but it is angles ratio, no? Is nothing but these two sides are equal. Because these two angles are equal, then these two sides are equal. This is also 15, 15. Then the side is, your side is 15√2 with the help of hypotenuse square equal to side square plus side square. Shall I give one more problem? Inko problem ista chestara? Okay, one more I am giving you, take it. Your sides ratio, your angles ratio, A, B, C, I am giving you, this is 30 degrees, this is 60 degrees. Okay, now I am giving you here 34. My hypotenuse is 34 and angles are in the ratio of 1:2:3. Then what about find AB and AC? AB and BC. Find AB and BC. Do it. Okay. Listen Amma here. Angles ratio is 1:2:3. Then your sides ratio. Sides ratio is 1:√3:2. Here 2 units is nothing but a hypotenuse. Here your hypotenuse is 34. So that's why 2 parts value is equal to 34. From this 1 part value is 17. So 1 part is 17 is nothing but a 30 degrees opposite side. This is 17. And 60 degrees opposite. This is √3 parts now. 1 part is 17. Then √3 parts is nothing but a 17 √3. Okay.